Good morning, Gemini. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Gemini, this is going to be your mid-February 2024 reading. This will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that is you, welcome to the channel. Discern the messages, flip the roles. If you're here, you know the deal, right? So Gemini, I'm going to go ahead and roll through with the same spread that I did last time around. I tend to switch it up and just kind of do what I'm guided to do. And I think that the February overview was good. So we're going to stick with that. Gemini, what I want to say to you, real quick, thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments. Those of you who have subscribed to the channel, donated to the channel, booked personal readings. Things are going so well, and I appreciate each and every single one of you for your love and support. And if you're interested in personal readings, that information can be found in the description box below and the About section of the page. Gemini, I feel compelled to say this to you. Regardless of your placement, last night, so I've been feeling like heavy, yucky, like needing the detox. So I decided, and I tend to do like sleep hypnosis and stuff like that just about every night. And the need to clear the body. Like your body could be going through a detox kind of period, or your body is asking you to detox from certain things. Spirit is saying metals, but I feel like there could be like some water weight or something like that that needs to be shed. So make sure you're taking care of your health. Make sure you're hydrating yourself. I don't know, like it felt like I needed to say that to you. So make sure you're taking good care of yourself right now, putting yourself first throughout the mid of February through the end of February. And always take care of yourself, period, regardless of when. But I do feel like there's a renewal state that's coming in for you. Now's a good time to work on that. I've got some indigestion from coffee, so pardon me. But if you, like I'm a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Congested, a little, whatever. I woke up this morning and all this stuff was just draining, and I worked on that detox for the body last night myself. And it's amazing. Like, you know, you kind of feel worse in a way, but then you start to feel lighter and better. So I don't know. I felt the need to share that with you. So there's that. All right, Gemini, let's just jump in here, see what's going on for you in the mid of February. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Woohoo! The only day that we celebrate love, but we should be celebrating it every single day. So, all right, Gemini, let's see what's going on, Spirit, mid-February for the star sign of Gemini. What's going on? Dreams and shooting star. You are on the horizon, Gemini, making some kind of dream come true here. Don't give up on your wish fulfillment right before it comes. I think a lot of you may be getting premonitions to what is coming. You may not be able to make complete sense of it, but like who was it that I read for? It might have been in the weekly read, but the moral of the story to this is this is premonitions. Like you may not be able to make sense of it, or maybe something isn't quite, I don't know, in your waking mind, like you're not quite seeing what it means, but you know that something is coming. I feel like community and unity too are going to be parallel to what's happening for you right now. So just pay attention to your dreams. If you struggle to remember your dreams, set the intention before you go to sleep at night to remember anything that comes through. Seeker, you're seeking, Spirit just said seeking guidance in numerology. Pay attention to the numbers around you. Spirit just showed me 914. I don't know what that's about. It's not even on this card, but 914 could be an important number for you. They're talking about addresses too. So there could be some kind of movement. Seeker, dowsing rods. You may want to get out in nature if you can, depending on where you are weather-wise, right? But it's like X marks the spot is what I'm hearing. So it's like you could be honing in on something specific for you that is going to require some kind of movement. So whether this is you're physically moving, you're traveling, but the path, Spirit is saying the path is clear. So if you were dealing with some challenges and felt like you weren't making any progress, it's like a vibrational energy is being sent off to clear your path. So, and I remember saying to you, I think it was in the February read, to just be patient as things were taking shape or place, or 444 on the clock right there, that they were coming in. It was going to require your patience and dedication, and to just kind of be in a state of flow with whatever this is. And I do think that your patience that was required Spirit is saying you're still going to have some, so don't get too gung-ho, but there's something that you're honing in on something, and it's like, I'm getting, I don't know why, like a drone energy too, so it's kind of like, you know, drones go over and fly, and maybe they're looking for something specific, like you could be looking at aerial maps, some hiking trails, there's a lot of things that are coming up for you. Your driveway, if you're buying a new home, your driveway could be a little bit longer than the norm, like it's, you know, country-esque type of setting, some rolling hills, something like that too. But you're paving the way. Moral of the story, you're paving the way forward one way or another, Gemini, and I like this energy for you. The numbers to a house could be very specific. You could be seeing the numbers of your house in multiple places. Pay attention to, you know, a lot of people, they set the intention, like, you know, the numerology aspect of what, you know, maybe like what we name our children, what the numbers come out to, what life path they're going to have, what path you're going to have with a particular address or something like that. Like, check into those things, or even your own address that you have, even if you've been there for 30 years. Like, what does it mean? What is the significance behind it? And then take a look at what it is that you're seeking. Do they match? Are they a vibrational match? Some neat energy that comes through with you guys this morning. I like this. Something a little different. 3-3 is also very important. I've always personally seen threes as answered prayers. So pay attention to what you're dreaming of, wishing of, praying for, because I do feel like it might be slow moving, Gemini, and I don't feel like it's super slow. I feel like you're preparing, like you know it's coming. There's a preparation that is taking place, and it's like any nudges that you're getting, Spirit is kind of guiding you to take those steps, because it's going to lead you to where it is that you want to go. For some of you, Spirit is also saying, you know, crossroads kind of energy too, that maybe if you're sharing space or whatever with a partner, you guys may not be on the same page. So some of you could be looking to venture out on your own. I mean, it is what it is. Music card comes out sideways. This is harmony, and maybe part of that is disharmony within a particular situation and what your dreams, aspirations, and goals are. Justice, it will be fair and balanced in the 9, 6, and 9. So yin yang energy there, masculine and feminine energy. And a claim. Claim your right to the life that you desire to have, Gemini, in the middle of February here. I talk about the direction and picking a path and stuff, and you take a look at this Justice card with her. She's got the compass. So it's kind of like your internal compass right now is guiding you to a more powerful space. And Sagittarius energy, this could have been something you started to truly think about back in September. Maybe September could be a time marker for a move as well. But Sagittarius season, right? That's November, December. I have to sneeze. Maybe. Oh gosh. It burns. It burns. Ooh. Okay, so my body is just like cleansing out everything. It's crazy. I had a crappy diet the past week, and it's definitely taken a toll on me. Ingenuity. You have, and confidence, like, there's another 3. 3, 6, 9, talking about the numbers, right? The numerology. That is what, Tesla, I believe. But the 3, 6, 9 binaural beats could be very important to you. I talked about the sleep hypnosis. So, you know, binaural beats, sleep hypnosis, whatever it is that you're doing. It may be something that you want to do or need to do. Ingenuity, flame. There's a spark of inspiration that's coming in through your confidence. Your confidence is starting to really peak here, and I like that energy for you guys, that it's like I am working, Spirit just said, working towards myself. So, you know, whatever that means for you, but I do like the energy, Gemini, that comes in with this. Some of you could be clearing up some past life karma as well, or karmic situations. Children could play a very significant role in this time period for you. And when I say that though, like they're not here, right? I'm not seeing them on the cards, but it's kind of like the decisions that you're making may surround children. So if you're making a move, you're going to travel, you're doing these things. I talked about naming your children when they're born, right? Like, what does it boil down to number-wise? What life path are they going to have? What are they destined to, you know, coming into this world to create? There's a lot around that kind of energy. This could be leaving a legacy, 10 of Pentacles kind of energy. What is it that you are building for the long-term security and you know, financial future, Spirit is saying, for you and your children as well. Spirit said some of you for your groundhogs, yeah. grand dogs, which is interesting, but okay, we'll take it. All right, I almost said Scorpio. Gemini, let's jump in here and see what else, past, present, future energy, what is happening for you guys. You might need to listen to music, even watch the kind of music you're listening to. Does it give you a happy vibe? Like, is the vibrational energy from this lifting you rather than depleting you? So pay attention to what you're watching, listening to, taking in. Six of Swords and the Four of Swords underneath there, you know, that patience energy, right? Taking a break, taking a rest, taking time to rejuvenate your soul and yourself. Okay, let's see. I just heard I didn't think I was going to be happy, and you've got the Four of Swords and the Queen of Swords both in the reverse position. I don't put my cards in the reverse. When I put them back in the deck, they're upright. They come out in the reverse. You know, you could have felt like you were struggling and could have been dealing with somebody who was making some kind of like snide comments around like the home or how you were moving forward or what you wanted to do. I feel like, Gemini, you guys can tend to embrace that and use that as a powerful move for yourself. For others of you, and it goes back and forth, right? Others of you, you could have seen this as, you know, a defeating kind of energy to tell you, you know, you're not worthy of having or doing or whatever. Or someone in the past too could have taken some kind of home or property from you. Talk about that home, right? There's that Four of Wands. But the thing of it is it's like, whatever this was, it's funny, I'm seeing this like the Five of Swords. This is like they did not want you to excel. They may be seeing it as, you know, if you had a bad relationship or a bad friendship or a bad family dynamic at some point, maybe they held the higher ground for a long time. Maybe they gained something from you and you were left without for a while. It's kind of like Five of Pentacles kind of vibes are giving me too. Where you did not have enough, or you were reduced to something very small. It's kind of like I talked about, maybe karma, you know, good karma coming back around. This is that energy that is just like kind of looking at you as they want to see you as unstable, but reality is, the reality is you're kind of fighting back from that space that you might have been in, or feeling like it wasn't good enough or you didn't have enough. And, you know, we'll see. We're going to clarify these, but you're sitting in that King of Pentacles energy going, I am stable, I am balanced. The Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles just tried to come out. I said Ten of Pentacles, what legacy and stuff, right? Are you leaving behind? So it's like underlying that, even though this person and or situation kind of made you feel small or without, you have your goal with mine was the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like, you know, they may be trying to fight you on that somehow, or just send off bad vibrational energy in some way, and you're staying focused on what it is that you're shooting to achieve. The Two of Swords, I talked about that stalemate, I can't talk this morning. Interestingly enough here, that dowsing rod card and the Two of Swords, both crossing energies, right? They're overcrossing one another, overlapping one another. I also see this as a difference of opinions on what it is that they think you should do, or are they trying to hold you at bay? And I think for a while, Gemini, that may have worked. You know, I hate to say that, Death card, but you're putting an end to this. That's what I said. You're stepping into this more powerful energy of yourself. Talked about that Five of Wands. You know, you could have multiple feminine energies around you too. They're kind of looking at you like seeing you as the competition, or they're competing with you. And it's funny because I don't feel like you're competing with them. Like, you're focused on you and what you need to do. You're not giving much energy and or attention. Maybe for a little while, again, emotionally, it could have done something to you, and it was like, this is exhausting, and no, I don't have enough, and yes, this did a number on me. But you're starting to regain your footing with this situation. And so other people around you could just, again, be kind of snide and snarky about the up-leveling that you're doing at this time. The Death card, Scorpio energy, and I almost said Scorpio earlier, and there it is. You could have Spirit is saying Scorpio placements. You could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini yourself, or, you know, it's also like you believing a falsified truth, something that is a lie. You were believing a lie around home and family. You could have also been, Spirit is saying, dealing with somebody who is making up lies and creating accusations around something as well. So I'm not quite sure what that's about, but like they've kept themselves in this competition energy with you. I just don't see you competing with them. So, all right, future energy here for Gemini, mid-February, Spirit, the Star. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Your wish fulfillment. That shooting star showed itself on the split when we opened up the reading. For Gemini, near future, Spirit. Gemini, near future. Page of Cups coming out sideways. Keep your heart space open, 9 of Wands. I do feel like there's that 6 again, that 6 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Protect your energy right now, Gemini. Keep the good things to yourself. The 9 of Wands sticking out, but then I've also got the Ace of Wands with the 8 of Wands. I said this for, who was it? Who did I read for yesterday? Aquarius, maybe? I don't know. Somebody, but anyhow. Some hurdles to cross here. I do feel like this journey is sometimes confusing, sometimes daunting, sometimes feeling wounded by the situations that are happening. Sometimes it feels like it takes up, it's going to pick up and go really fast, and it's going to be like, shit, I need a break again. So I remember I said, you know, take care of your physical health at this time, because, you know, he's been beat over the head one too many times in this particular card. He's got the bandage on, and he's just like, oh, my head, you know, like I got to keep going. I'm almost there. 9s, I talked about that 9, the 9 sitting out here multiple times. Important energy, that 9 and that 6. It's, everything is coming full circle, Gemini. You have to stay in your passion, your glory, your Spirit is saying it's going to vindicate whatever narrative has been put out there. So it's like it's going to shift this up. It's like 9 of Cups, 4 of Cups. That back and forth, that duality of who you are, right? Like sometimes you could have felt really good. Other times this situation could have maybe brought you down as well. But I do see you succeeding. You're finding the perseverance to move forward. And again, it could be causing some confusion. This Page of Cups coming out sideways tells me that it's kind of like somebody else is kind of playing on your emotions or making you believe that what you want isn't for you. So it would be like me coming to you and going, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Here's these 5 amazing pros to this thing that's happening for me, right? And this person will find that one thing that they'll, like, you know, not see it from your perspective, or they just want to kind of downplay what it is that is making you feel good. And it's like you're internalizing that with this Page of Cups and allowing that emotion to kick in and go, is this really what I want? Don't doubt yourself. This is the end of doubt for you. Don't allow somebody else to affect, or even yourself, if you're having your own thoughts about something and says, is this really what I want to do? Am I sure that long term this is what I want? 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, that try to show itself. Yeah, like it's there. You know, you're going to trust your gut, like you're going to feel the vibration as it sits within you that says, yes, this is the way, and you're going to know that. But I do think that the end of the mental turmoil that comes with this, or trying to make a decision, or what other people have kind of implanted into your mind, you're stepping outside of that and you're going, oh, there's my achievement, there's my wish fulfillment, there is healing that's going to happen around home and family with this. So keep moving forward, regardless of what other people are telling you you want or what is good for you, right? Like, you know what's good for you. It's like going to the doctor and you're telling them your symptoms and they're treating you for everything but, and it's like, or then telling you, oh, your body doesn't hurt like this. Yeah, it does. Like, I know what's going on with me, right? Who knows you better than you, other than you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Queen of Swords in the upright there, and the Knight of Cups. All right, let's see here. Let's do some clarifying. Gemini, 4 of Wands in the reverse, Spirit. Empress in the World. The reason for, a couple things, Gemini. One, where you were is not where you were supposed to be. That's why this came to a conclusion. Number 2, you've got somebody who's kind of sitting in this energy going, I am the boss, you know, or I am ruling over all of this. The World card is a successful completion. So it's kind of like where somebody was feeling like that's the throne that they were sitting on, like that's who they were, this is what they were embodying or trying to show to you. All the while, Gemini, that was you, right? It's like they got a number up on you at some point somewhere here, and you know, that again could have created that self-doubt, the lies, the illusions, the deceptions, just not being very nice, maybe cutting off communication with you, being cold about certain things. You were closing out a cycle. You may have made a choice to leave a situation at some point, and so they were like, it's almost like a vengeance, you know, Queen of Swords in the reverse. Like she's not an okay person. There's no other way to put that. You know, they could have, you know, felt scorned by that. So it's kind of like mental chaos, but the focus for them was the home and the foundations. You know, taking your successes from you, and I don't think that's going to be the case. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, they wanted you to have to, you know, chase them down. They wanted you to be the one to have to try to communicate with them. Queen of Pentacles, they wanted, you know, whether, again, they could have taken a home from you, or maybe got a divorce or something. Who the hell knows, right? Estates and Real Investment Spirit is saying they wanted you to have to chase down something, because, you know, whatever decision you made in the past, that was their way of solidifying who they thought they were, who they wanted to be, or a position they wanted to have. And now it's like, you know, that energy is shifting, right? It's kind of, everything's coming full circle. Knight of Cups. To me, what I'm getting with this is, this was like, it was almost like they were trying to sell you at some point that this was what was best for you. Like they were trying to manipulate it to say, I'm making this decision because it's best for everybody. Ultimately, what it was a decision that was being made for them. It wasn't about anybody else but them. It was a very selfish energy. They, again, playing on those emotions, that Knight of Cups with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. They were playing on, you know, it's kind of like selling you a story of all that glitters and is gold, and really what it was, as I just happened to think to look down at the bottom of the deck, it was benefiting them. You know, putting you in that Nine of Swords and creating this ending, this backstab, this betrayal, this hurt, this pain. What they didn't realize was, Gemini, that you were going to pick yourself back up. You were going to pick yourself back up and move on from a particular situation in which they wanted to keep you entangled with. It was like they were celebrating your losses while they were celebrating what they thought was their victories. And maybe you're not getting a victory from them, right? Maybe a situation in that isn't playing out that, you know, you're gaining something back from them, but rather it's coming in for you in a different way that they no longer have control over, right? The Queen of Swords can be controlling. She wants it her way. She's going to throw a temper tantrum if she doesn't get her way. And I do feel like this is something that they're going to have to come to terms with as the future unfolds for you, that they don't have control over a given situation anymore. They don't have the control over an access point to you that says you've got the right to do these things. So it's like you're really cutting something out here, and this could, Spirit is saying, is long overdue. Two of Swords here. As I say that, the Emperor comes out in the reverse, or sideways more than anything. The Lovers, Gemini, there you are. Aries energy with the Emperor. Control, right? I say control. What's the Emperor do? He controls. He controls the narrative. And I do think that level of control was something you're seeing through. Death card here is also saying, you know, you could have very prominent Scorpio, Aries placements as well. Gemini. And Queen of Swords, like you're standing in your integrity and your truth of honest communication. You're being forthright. I feel like sometimes your honesty is the one thing that they used against you. But it's like you're seeing the truth now, right? You're seeing the truth of this narrative, or the indecision, or the crossroads that this particular situation has brought to you. And it's like, no more. You are taking back your power and control. It could have very much been a power struggle for some time between you and whomever this is, whether this is at work or at home or whatever. But I do think that, like, what you don't see coming is the fact that you are really going to be able to balance this out for yourself without having to deal with the opinions, the ideas, the situations, the control aspect of something else in your life. You're regaining the reins. It's like Chariot energy. What is the Death card, Spirit, here? Clarify the Death card. King of Cups. Double Scorpio energy here. You're finding an emotional balance in a situation. Your work could be changing too, Gemini. There's a creative endeavor that is emotionally fulfilling to you that is going to come in before long. And it's like, once your emotions kind of balance out, you're going to start to understand what, as I say that, look, the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. This whole situation could have felt like it was holding you up. It was slowing down your ability to progress forward. And it's like, don't look back on the past. Don't look back at what did not work out. I do think that somebody here wants you to, or, you know, again, had you in that energy of all of the crap before. Now here you are stepping into this King of Cups energy and being more balanced and more graceful with yourself. You know, you're not allowing this Emperor to rule your emotions. I said back here with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords in the reverse, you know, they were manipulating the fact that it was all for everybody's benefit, or, you know, for your benefit. There's a whole lot of emphasis around everyone. So I don't know, it was like someone was making a decision for everybody around them, and it wasn't an honest admittance to what was actually happening. But you're regaining your emotional stability through this situation, regardless of how hard it's been. I do think that self-doubt still tends to creep in from time to time, Gemini, but I feel like the more and more you go forward, the more and more you're doing for yourself, and enduring, Spirit is saying, you're starting to realize how things are falling into place for you in the long run. So you're not letting that be the overruling factor to what's happening for you through the rest of February. What is the Star? 7 of Cups. I talked about that 7 of Cups earlier. Gave me this 6 and the 1 gave me that 7-5. 10 of Cups. Don't, you know, be very clear, Gemini, on what you want. Don't send out mixed signals to the universe and go, you know, I want $1,000 in my bank account. And then tomorrow you're like, I'll be happy with 500. Don't downplay what it is that you want. Don't let it confuse you. Like, if you know that there's something that creates healing or makes you feel good, or stay with that. Spirit is also saying that the emotional confusion of who you thought you were, based upon other people's perception of you, it's like sometimes you get to that point where you're having this clarity, this understanding around it, and going, why did they do that? Or why did they want me to see myself that way? Or why aren't they happy for me? Don't rack your brain so much. Don't let that emotion kick in to the point that it's muddling up what it is that you're manifesting for yourself. Because I do feel like there's a bit of confusion that surrounds that, and it's like, is this really, again, what I want? It's clear, like, that you have picked a path, and you're being drawn into that. Let Spirit, let God, let life, let, you know, the universe flow and lead the way for you, because they're alchemizing and balancing this out finally. But I do think that your emotions are coming up and going, but why did someone do this to me? Or why did this happen this way? But it's like you're starting to make sense of it, and you're realizing that, you know, ultimately it's your happiness that you've planted the seeds for. You could see, you know, and I don't want to look at anybody's downfall or demise myself, but it's like when people sit in that energy, they're creating a negative aura around them. They're creating this lower vibrational energy. They're sitting in it and they're comfortable with that because, you know, misery loves company. I've said it before, I'll say it again. That's their why, Gemini. It wasn't about you. They were hurt, they were scorned, they were pissed off, they were jealous, they were all of these things. And the only way to make themselves feel leveled up was to kind of put you below them somehow, or to see you in a more powerless position. Now, you know, you could be spoiled for choice and options with the 7 of Cups too. There could be a lot more coming in for you that is going to lead to fulfillment. And, you know, when you make that choice to choose you and to take care of you on the emotional plane and the mental plane and the spiritual plane and the physical plane, everything opens up, because the universe has no other answer but to answer the call and go, okay, we're here to support you. You know, and somebody else who's creating this lower vibrational energy, that circles back around. You know, we're, again, this 8 of this karma this year. Like, I'm even watching it, just sitting back and watching things happen and going, holy crap, like, that was quick. That was a quick delivery on things that you wouldn't typically anticipate to happen for some time. So it's like you're being presented these options for a whole new life, and you're picking the path. You know, X marks the spot. Spirit is reiterating. You know where you need to go. And you could have lots of options, but you're going to narrow it down. You're going to figure that out, and you're going to find your wish fulfillment in that. You're going to find the emotional fulfillment, happiness, legacy of that. Just an overflowing abundance of emotions that are positive for a change. What is this Page of Cups, Spirit? One of you, I'm going to say one of you. If you have small children, teenagers even maybe, there could be a little bit of a fight back and forth about this. Like, they may be choosing to go and live with you. There's something around wanting to bring this together. There could have been some discussion in the past, and I think somebody else has held back and tried to keep this change from happening, knowing that this change was going to come. And Scorpio energy, again, and then Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Nine of Cups. You got a lot of cups here. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, whatever they've tried to hold back and stop from doing, like, you're going to, again, ultimate wish fulfillment here, Gemini. They don't get to hold on to that anymore. Whatever you're being gifted right now is yours to keep. It's yours to love, to protect, to honor, and build, making new offers to the things. I think you're also going to have a choice whether or not if you've got a dynamic with this person from the past that you can't quite like break away from entirely, so kids or responsibilities or whatever this might be, whatever is yours to keep, you are going to be able to secure that. They don't have the ultimate say, and there's something about not having a say as to what direction you move. They are losing control and power over a situation for you, and you're able to move on and move forward from this. Like, you know where you're going. You feel it innately within. It says, I'm making this move. I'm changing this up, and I'm protecting what I have come to know, or I'm protecting what I am becoming. Or, the word sing too just came out to me too. Maybe you've got a dream, a vision, a goal. Maybe you want to sing for a living. Who knows, right? Go. Do what it is that fulfills you. Do not let anybody else create doubt within what you know to be true for you. If they are naysayers, you don't need to hear that. Just keep going. And if it works out for you, great. And if it doesn't, you had a hell of an experience and you got to enjoy the ride. Plain and simple. But your boundaries, you're really implementing what it is you need to do. And I feel like someone is trying to manipulate that emotion. And again, shock. Gemini, they did not expect you to bounce back the way you are. They didn't expect you. Look at this. As I said, don't let those naysayers affect you. Not enough. Like, they're getting the shock of, fuck, Gemini is enough. Like, where did this come from? Like, they didn't want to see you stepping into your power. They didn't want to see you excelling. They wanted to see, you being, whether it was wounded or without or not enough, or as they had to have, without them, you were nothing, or you couldn't have something. It's a very narcissistic kind of vibe. I mean, they don't have to be a narcissist, right? We toss that word around pretty lightly anymore. But that's the gaslighting. It's the control mechanism there. And you're transforming, and I almost feel like for you it's like graduation day, like this shock of, I don't know what just happened, but I did that. So make sure you're celebrating your successes, because I almost feel like you're kind of surprising yourself with what's happening. Clock, you needed time, and you still may need some time to wrap your head around. Like I said earlier, you may be trying to understand why somebody would be a certain way with you. Like, I wouldn't treat you that way. Why would you treat me that way? Why would you want to keep me under your thumb? And I do think that the healing is slowly progressing for you. There's moments where you're having this aha moment. And, you may realize that the person you once thought they were, you're getting a clear picture of what it is. And as I say that, there's the sword and the truth and the healing heart. Clarity and truth. Revelations, honor, protection, determination. So protect your energy. 7 of Wands. You're protecting your energy. You're putting yourself in that bubble, and you're protecting your space. And I think you're going to need to continue to do that with anybody who's sending any kind of jealousy or negative thoughts your way. And I just shuffled the deck, and look, it came back out. Gemini, you are healing. You're transforming your energy through this. You're recognizing not everybody has the best of intentions. Even when at one point in your life you held this person on a pedestal. You wanted to believe something good within this person. We all got good and bad things. It just depends on which devil we're trying to feed. And, you know, clarity around why they were doing things. You're not saying, you know, when we have a disagreement in something, it takes two people to argue, right? The words, Spirit is saying the words. Maybe you could have picked your words better or more wisely, and so could they. But you're realizing there's a bittersweet connotation to this, that it's like you could feel like, I really thought this person was something else to me, or I really thought that this was who that they were, and now I see it differently. And this is a closure that I need, that I'm getting by my own will of working through the things that I am determined to have and to create for myself, that it feels kind of sorrowful to see them sitting in that light. You now see them differently. You're seeing the way this works. So it's like there's a revelation to that of who they are, who you are, and what the dynamic of the situation has been for such a long time. But these ahas are going to lead you exactly to where you need to go, exactly to who you are. You're diving deeper within, and it's opening your mind to the possibilities are endless for you, Spirit is saying. So keep treading, keep going, keep doing your thing, Gemini. You're going to be fine. I like this energy for you. It's good stuff. Some real moments of awakening, I think, are coming. Aries season could be very, very important for you as well. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope this message helped. I hope it resonated for you. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal readings are open and available. Description box below, about section of the page. Wishing you guys the best the rest of February. Happy Valentine's Day, and I will see you all soon.